Hello, hi, let me introduce myself. My name is Dani Pratama Putra Nugraha and I am from English Education SDKP Pasundan Cimahi. So today I am going to tell you guys a story by the title is Fish Chick by Amitan. Hello, Roger here. So today I am going to tell you guys a story of mine. A story started when I fell in love with the minister's daughter the winter I turned 14. Yes, when I was just a kid, and she was not a Chinese actually. She was not a Chinese but as white as Mary in the manga. Really beautiful, really dark beautiful. Yes, and for Christmas, I pray. I pray for this blonde hair girl, Grace. Her name is Grace. Sleep new Americanos to come over to our Christmas Eve party. And when I found out that my parents invite the minister family over to Christmas Eve dinner, I cried. I am in shock because God grant my prayer. But what was he think? What Grace think to our shabby Chinese Christmas? What was he think of our Chinese relative who lack a proper American manner? But that is not the most terrible thing. What a terrible disappointment would she feel upon seeing it's not a roasted turkey or maybe a sweet potato but a Chinese food. Because everybody loves Chinese food, but it's different when it comes to Christmas. And on Christmas Eve, I saw that my mother had done herself creating a strange menu actually. Really strange. She was pulling like the fence out of the fresh brown. The kitchen was littered with appalling amounts of raw food, and the kitchen is really a slimmy raw cut, something like that. I don't even know anymore. Tofu, which looks like a step wedge of strawberry white sponge like that, and a bowl of soaking dried fungus back to life. Ew. It really gross, but the worst thing is the plate of squid. Their back is crisscrossed with knife. More so they resemble like bicycle tire, and that is really worse. But by the way, later on when they arrive, the minister family and all my relatives in a clamor of doorbell and rumpled Christmas package. Actually, Grace Grant, hello, and I, I pretend she was not even worthy of existence because I was too ashamed for that. But later on, dinner threw me into deeper despair. My relative licked the end of their chopstick. This, the end of their chopstick and reached across the table, dipping them into the dojo or soul food like that. While Grace and her family wait patiently for platter to be passed to them. It really contrasts between my family and my Grace. It's really shameful. But my relative murmured with pleasure when my mother brought up the whole steamed fish. Yes, the whole steamed fish. Grace grimaced, and then my father poked his chopstick just below the fish eye and plucked out the soft man and said, Roger, you favorite. Can you imagine how ashamed is that? He offered me the tender fish chick. I really wanted to disappear. But at the end of the meal, my father leaned back and bleated loudly, thanking my mother for her fine cooking. Yes, my mother. And my father said, it is a poor that Chinese custom to show our satisfied. Do you are satisfied as our guests? Explained my father to our astonished guests. Grace looking down at her plate with a saddened face, something like that. The minister managed to, I don't know, master a quiet word. And I was so stoned into silence for the rest of the night. After everyone had gone, my mother said to me, "You want to be as American boy on the outside." She handed me an early gift. What a nice thing. Actually, it was a jacket. It was a jacket, a really nice jacket for my mama. And my mother continued, "But inside, you must always be Chinese. You must be proud that you are different. Your only shame is to have a shame." And even though that I didn't understand agree her with, and I knew that she understood how my eye had suffered during the night. It wasn't until many years later, long after I had gotten over my crush on Chris, that I was able to fully appreciate her lesson to her true purpose behind our particular menu. For Christmas Eve that year, she had chosen all my favorite food, and that is nice. That is really nice. And you should be proud for what you are. Thank you.